All right. Bill Delaney for the January 28th, 2026 15-minute superpower training Zoom. We're going to do something slightly different tonight. You're going to like it a lot. I know it. It's going to be fire. If your team is not here, you may want to reach out to them and let them know that we're getting started. We're not waiting for them. We're going because this is going to be a good one. All right, guys, here we go. If you stop working, your income stops. Residual income fixes that. So think about this. A consumption pipeline equals autopilot money. So I don't know how many of you guys have the type of job that when you're not there working, you still get paid. It's pretty rare. I don't know that any of us on here have the kind of job where if we're flying on an airplane, taking a shower, swimming in the pool, walking the dog, we get paid. We have to show up to work to get paid, right? This is really applicable to doctors too. Do you guys ever stop and think if a doctor is not seeing patients, they're not getting paid? So I'm talking a little bit about residual income. I'm starting out a little bit with residual income because we need this foundation in our mind to remember what it is we're after. Because money, it's not just money, you guys, it's freedom. How do you get freedom? You get freedom by achieving money on autopilot, not by trading time for dollars. And a lot of people we know that are doctors, we've got a lot of friends now after doing network marketing that are anything from cardiologists to dental surgeons to chiropractors, and they all have one thing in common. When they go on vacation, let's say they buy a $5,000 family vacation, right? They're going to go snowboarding or whatever. The vacation cost them five, but shutting down their office while their bills and payroll and insurance and rent and everything else continues to roll. So their $5,000 vacation cost them $15,000 because their bills don't stop and they make no income during that time and they spend the 5 grand on vacation. So imagine that, right? For most of us that have worked a traditional job in the past, you would take paid vacation, get paid while you're on vacation, maybe you get 2 weeks a year or whatever. But you don't have all that overhead. So I want to continue with the foundation of what residual income is and that consumption pipeline because autopilot money is where the freedom comes from. Okay. So I don't know if everybody on here realizes, but we're all in sales. This is actually sales. Network marketing is sales, but it might not be the kind of sales that you think. When you think of sales, you think, well, I'm going to sell this widget for $10. It costs me five, and I'm going to keep five. That's typically what people think of when they think of sell something, right? So you have whatever, you have something extra at your house. You got a new lawnmower, you want to sell the old one. So you're like, okay, I'm going to sell this lawnmower. I want to get X dollars for it. And then you sell people on that lawnmower. That's not the kind of sales that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the type of sales where we build autopilot money. And let me expand on this because it's super important. The type of sales we do in network marketing begins when you first start talking to a prospect. It doesn't begin at the end of a presentation where we're going to close them, right? That's not when the sales begins. The sale begins at the very, very beginning. Bill, what do you mean? How are we selling them at the very, very beginning? Because the type of sales we do in network marketing is nothing more than, you might want to take a note of this, it's nothing more than transfer of belief. This is your belief in what we're doing in the mission, in the products, in the lifestyle, in the autopilot money It's your belief being transferred to your prospect from the very moment you first start talking to them. You first start showing them those third-party tools, right? It all begins with transfer belief. It begins and ends with transfer belief. When you transfer enough belief to the person that you're sharing this with, they are going to say yes. Am I right? Yes or yes? So that's the kind of sales we're doing. We're not selling a widget for $10 and keeping 5 of it. We're transferring belief in what we're doing. Okay. I'm going to share a little video with you from back in the day, but it's super applicable. It's only 2 minutes long, and then I'm going to keep going. So take a listen. And then there's a few people that create relationships and they build teams of people that create massive consumption pipelines of people that choose to buy products. You guys, we have the best products on planet Earth. We buy multiples of every single one of our products. We use them all, multiples of them every month. But we built a team which created a consumption pipeline, and now we have way over 100,000 people that just choose to buy product. But we buy our products because we want to, not because someone sold them to us. You see the difference? People want them. You don't have to convince them. We jumped all in, but we didn't know what we were doing. We were just burning desire and ignorance on fire. Literally. The one thing that no one can teach you in this business is burning desire. You have to have it. If you don't have it, keep showing up at these events till you do. Your business isn't going to get far until that happens. We had huge obstacles, you guys. The global recession eventually destroyed our aviation company, and our income didn't slow down. It went away completely. Completely went away. We lost $1 million that year. Our house was foreclosed. Our truck and boat repossessed. It got ugly. We lived in a camper for 4 months. This isn't that long ago, you guys. I'm talking about the summer of 2009. We were living in a camper. We were you. We bought airplane tickets to go fly around the country and support our team instead of pay our mortgage because we believed, we knew. We were absolutely certain. We weren't hoping. It wasn't a hope, you guys. We knew, no matter what. That's what you got to have. I don't know about you guys, but that gave me goosebumps. All right, so let's talk about belief in what we're doing right now, because you've got to have burning desire and you got to have massive belief in what we're doing. So let's talk about why the Super Patch neurotechnology. Do you guys realize that you're a part of, that you have a franchise of sorts and a piece of a company that is a high-tech company? We are in neurological technology. We're a neurotech company. We're not a patch company. We're not a basic network marketing company. We're a neurotech company with a network marketing commission channel that we get to be a part of. Jay has spent more than 17 years and more than $40 million in R&D. You've got to really believe in what you're doing if you're going to spend $40 million in research and development. Do we agree on that? I want to say that again. You have to really, really believe in what you're doing if you're going to put $40 million of your own money into research and development. And that's exactly what Jay has done. So do you think our belief should be sky high? If Jay's willing to spend $40 million and 17 years of his life that he'll never get back into this technology, then our belief in this ought to be sky high. Here's another thing. There's 6 billion people on Earth chasing solutions for the problems that we solve, and they're spending $4.7 trillion a year doing it. Our market share is insanity. This isn't some supplement that solves one thing, you guys. I don't care if our customer is 9 months old or 109 years old, we've got something for them. We have 13 iterations of this technology. We're going to have 15 here in a couple of just less than 2 weeks when we announce them in Las Vegas. 15 peer-reviewed clinical studies, including the University of Arizona College of Medicine double-blind placebo-controlled study on athletic performance and recovery. Our scientific advisory board, I've never seen anything like this in network marketing. Most network marketing companies either do not have a scientific advisory board, maybe they have one in-house, science guru or formulator, or maybe they have a board and it has 4 people, 6 people, maybe even 8, right? Jay has amassed a board of 24 of the top thought leaders on earth in a diverse multitude of categories of scientists and human performance experts, right? So do you think our belief in super patch in this neurotech should be sky high? I'm thinking check that box. Super patch is recommended by thousands of doctors. We're talking medical doctors, surgeons, naturopaths, and everything in between. You can think of it, they're here, and they're recommending super patch. There might be a giant announcement in Las Vegas for those of you that are going to be there about recommended by thousands of doctors. It may be even bigger than that. And we may be able to say that publicly. So you may hear something profound in Las Vegas regarding recommended by doctors. Did you guys know that when a doctor recommends a non-pharma modality to their patients, those patients are 72% likely to at least try it, and then 45 to 62% likely to continue it if they even see a perceived benefit from it. That's profound, you guys. It's 3 times higher than if a friend or family member were to recommend something to them. Doctor recommended carry some weight. You're about to have doctor recommended ammunition or arrows in your quiver. Okay. That's all I can say because we're under big secrecy, but you'll hear it in Las Vegas. The company has generated nearly $500 million in its first 36 months. Apple Computers did 57 million in its first 36 months. So I'd say we're off to a pretty good start. We have a 95% positive user rating and over 2 million happy customers. I don't know about you guys, but our belief is sky high in this neurotech. Products that work, but not only do the products work, they work lightning fast. They're demonstrable. People can see the benefits in seconds with that balance and stability test. A lot of people that are in pain see the results in minutes, right? And then here's the other thing that should build your belief sky high. Financial prosperity and stability for you and your family. This is what Cynthia talks about when she talks about building a financial firewall of protection around your family. This is what I'm talking about. Money on autopilot. So you're getting paid no matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're playing with the grandkids, swimming in the pool, making a sandcastle, cooking dinner, you're getting paid. So imagine this, get paid forever for the work you did once. This is why residual income matters, you guys. Imagine referring one person who leads to thousands of people purchasing this technology and you get paid on all of it. Did you guys realize that Jay designed this comp plan to pay you infinitely deep, like on every level. Did y'all know that? This is unheard of. Most unilevel comp plans run when they run out of 8 or 9 levels, they're done. You're not getting paid past that. Yeah, they have dynamic compression, so you may get paid 100 levels deep because of fallout and failure and quitting, right? So that dynamic compression takes care of that for you. But Jay made this comp plan so that when you achieve the higher ranks, it unlocks infinity compensation so that no matter how deep someone joins your team, you're getting paid. Your check's going to increase no matter what. And that's a big deal. So your belief in this mission and what we're doing should be through the stratosphere. Now, in Las Vegas, Jay posted this the other day in our WhatsApp group, and he said, "Get ready and get to Vegas." He's talking about Zen and Assure. Zen is the new flow. New and improved flow. It's in 2.0. Assure is motion sickness and nausea. Look what Jay said about Zen. Zen is 10 times better than flow. If you can even comprehend that, that's a pretty big one to swallow right there. He said, get to Vegas. Zen is 10 times better than flow. If when you see Jay Dollywall say Zen is 10 times better than flow, your belief in our mission and these products and this technology should just shoot through the stratosphere again. So I know most of the people on here, maybe 100% of the people on here are committed to Las Vegas. But guess what? All of you have people around you on your team that are not committed to Las Vegas yet. We need to have these conversations with them. This training wasn't just about you. It wasn't just about building your beliefs so that you could feel it. It was about sharing nuggets of information with you about belief, about transfer of belief, so that you could go transfer it to others, because keeping it to yourself isn't going to get you to the goals that you want. You applying these talking points, these strategies, these techniques, that's what's going to get you to the next level, right? Who's next? That's our mantra, you guys. We got a super Zoom coming up in 41 minutes. We have plenty of time to get some new eyes and ears on this information, because guess what? There's nothing else that's going to change your check than getting more eyes and ears on this. It's either you getting your personal people in front of the information, or your team, or both, getting new eyes and ears on this information. That's what grows the checks. And with that, you guys, let's go. I'll see you guys in 40 minutes on the Super Zoom. I'm out. Cheers.